I can just display them right.
Or just hold them like that. Yeah, it's fine.
No, just hold them?
Yeah, just hold them like that. All right, so glass, right? Unaffected, okay? The unaffected.
But they're not showing.
They're protected, right?
Because they're recessive. so
Yes, they're not showing the trait, okay? Unaffected, not showing the trait, okay? Parents, they're clear, okay? And now we have children, okay? That they have the trait here that it is not being affected, okay? So they're being protected. But only one does not have that, so she is the one that is being affected, okay? Think about this, the glass, the allele that protects them. In this case, is the homozygous allele. In this case, it's the recessive allele. She doesn't get any of that dominant allele. So hence, it's a recessive trait, okay? So these parents, they have the dominant allele, hence they are protected. They are not showing the trait. The glasses are the dominant allele. They are protected, okay? Unaffected, okay? Your child has the dominant allele, protected. Here child has the dominant allele, protected. Here child, dominant allele, protected. Here child doesn't have the dominant allele, it has the recessive allele, hence it is not protected. Recessive trait, okay? So whenever
the parents would have to have both.
yes, heterozygous.
But they're just not showing that they have that.
Yeah, it is recessive. Yeah, it is not being expressed. Some of them they will also have the little a, but they're not showing that. Only her because she is homozygous recessive. Right? So heterozygous, but it has dominant allele, hence protected, unaffected, right? And then here, unaffected because it has dominant allele, here unaffected, it has dominant allele, here unaffected because dominant allele, and here doesn't have dominant allele. It is homozygous recessive. Then hence it has the trait. So this will be a recessive trait, okay? So the vast majority protected, children protected, one affected. So whenever you see that where the vast majority are unaffected or protected, and only one is affected, this minority that is affected, it is showing you that it's a recessive trait, okay? Does that make sense? Yeah, okay, good. Thank you so much. Extra credit points, 1 point. That white piece over there, where are the white piece? No, there are no white piece. That white piece? I thought it was white piece.
Oh, it's okay.
No, it's not okay. Kobe, come here. You want to lose my job or what? You want me to lose my job? Like, how dare you
So
do that?
in the first generation, will it always be 1 and 3 unless the parents are pureblood? Like
For the flower color?
Yes.
So for the F2 generation, if there are true breedings P generation, yes. True breeding P generation, the F1 always hybrid heterozygous, the F1 2 to 1 always. Yeah. For this particular case, when you have only 2 alleles for 1 gene. Alright, so let's see. Just recap, right? If you have 2 affected people that they have an affected child, then you know there's a dominant, right? And if you have 2 unaffected people and have an affected child, then you know there's a recessive. Right? So what about this one? Is it a dominant trait or recessive trait? A, B, or C?
No. Recessive.
Raise your hand for dominant. Raise your hand for recessive. Explain why recessive.
Because the majority is showing what's it called, unaffected.
You're looking at the whole thing, right? Look at this. When you have 2 affected parents, these are mixed. These are both unaffected, but you don't see any affected child, right? Those are mixed, right? Always look those 2 that are the same. Here you have 2 affected child and have an unaffected child. So in this case, what do you have, somebody? Dominant. That is dominant trait. Affected parents, remember whenever you guys were affected, all hoodies except one didn't have hoodie. Right? Dominant trait. Always look for those particular subgroups whenever you have both of them, either both affected or both unaffected. Because this one is both unaffected, but you don't see, right? If you have affected child. If you were to have here, see an affected child, then you will see there is no way to tell, right? Because on that side you are telling me that it's dominant, and here this one was affected, then here this will tell me that it will be recessive. So there will be no way to tell. But because there is not such thing like that, you are seeing that. From that you can determine that it's a dominant trait. Does that make sense? What about this one?
Recessive,
Why?
because the two are unaffected, but the child is affected.
That's right. This one you can see like plenty, right? These two with this, these two with this, these two with this.
Wait, what did we say the other one was?
Dominant. Dominant trait. The other one, dominant trait, because this, two affected, one unaffected, and this one, two unaffected, one affected. Two unaffected, one affected, two unaffected, one affected. Recessive trait. Okay. So you will have exams like this. You have questions like this on the exam. Right? Okay, so that's it. Alright, we finished early. Let's enjoy the rest of the day. Happy Holy Week for those.